a little bit and give him a chance.
Mauritius versus Mauritius for the compound men's African title. Dominic Coote trailing by 3. That is not going to help his cause at all. Yeah, the look says it all. Well, it looks to be a relatively comfortable victory. 9-9-8. He just handled the conditions in the end. Henry Hao Kemfat, giving him his full name, the Mauritian, well, the two Mauritians talking in the middle of the shooting end of the range. It was a tricky final end from Dominic Coote.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are waiting for the final result of this match.
Provisionally 138 for Howe, 132 for Coote. I think if there is any measure, it's not going to make a difference to the outcome of the compound men's individual African gold medal match here.
So congratulations to all Fat Henry from Mauritius for the gold medal in the compound men, and congratulations to Saint Dominic for the silver medals.
So confirmation then that Henry Hao Kemfat from Mauritius has taken the compound men's individual African title here in 2023, beating his teammate 138 to 133. Silver then for Dominic Coote, Moy Singh, Mauritius. Gold and silver here at the African Championships. Another fascinating contest to come. Next up on the lineup here in this session, we have a new discipline, a gold medal match coming up in the men's Barebow competition.
welcome the coaches and the judge for the Barebow men match.
Another gold medal coming your way. It's the men's barebow final here at the 2023 African Championships.
The archer from Namibia and Sudan. And this match of the target one was Louis from Namibia. On the target two, Galal Eldin Ahmed from Sudan. The judges line, Who.
Contesting the Barebow men's gold medal match at the African Championships, it's Namibia's 55-year-old Lutz Wahlers going up against Sudan's 27-year-old Ahmed Galal Eldin. There is Galal Eldin, the 2022 African Championship individual silver medalist. On form here, a 571 for Wahlers in the ranking round, 560 for Galal Eldin. Can the Namibian continue that form as he starts the match?
6.
One high and one low 6. Bernardo, as we get into this match, just to explain to us, I suppose Barebow is self-explanatory, but what are the differences here that we're looking out for?
I love Barebow archery. I think it's really exciting. Basically, it's in its essence, it's the same as the recurve bow, which we're going to see later on today. But just as the name suggests, without all the equipment that the Olympic recurve is allowed to have. So Barebow archery is more pure. It just relies even more heavily on the technique, on the execution of the archers, and that's the reason why I love it so much. It's really exciting.
Well, not much in this at all. Just a single point in favour of Galal Eldin from Sudan, leading 22-21. We have got an arrow that may well go to a measure, and in fact, as I look at the official scoreboard, it's a 2-point lead for Galal Eldin. I had the second arrow marked as a 7, and that was the one potentially going for a measure. But on the official scorecard, that is an 8. I mean, the scores perhaps give some kind of indication, but Bernardo, what difference does it make not having these aids? Is it all just about the aim?
No, definitely no. The execution in general. For example, one of the biggest differences compared to the Olympic recurve is on the recurve, we're allowed to have a clicker, which is something that kind of tells us that we've reached an exact draw length, and the Barebow doesn't have this. So what effectively does, it's you can end up varying how much pressure you're putting on the arrow when you release, and so we just might have more variation of not only to the sides but high and low. So in Barebow, when we see the archers just shooting, let's say 310s, it means that like those were 3 really good shots, like in terms of execution. You have to nail it to hit 310s in the Barebow. And so it just makes it possible for huge swings to happen all around. You know, nobody is ever too comfortable in Barebow because it's so easy to just drift from the gold and give your opponent an opportunity.
Well, it's confirmed as a 2-point lead for Galal Eldin, as Bernardo Oliveira, our expert analyst, says, nothing is in the bag.
8. 6.
So, for example, what I was saying before about the clicker and draw length, we could see Wahlers from Namibia just collapsing a little bit as he was aiming, like he was kind of letting go a little bit, and this changes the pressure that you apply on the arrow, and it changes where it's going to land significantly. He's doing it just now,
7.
not quite happy with his shots. Good opportunity for Galal.
Well, 20 apiece, and the scores provisionally level, so it'll be 1 set point each. And I suppose that, Bernardo, we should you've hinted at recurve and how close this is to that discipline. We are now in a set system scoring situation, so the 2-point lead that Galal Eldin got in that first set means he gets both set points. With the scores level in the second set, they share the set points with 1 apiece, so it's a 3-1 lead, subject to confirmation, of course, for Galal Eldin. So what is the target score the two athletes are looking for to take this gold medal?
6 points. 6 points, and you walk away with a gold medal. You take the win. And if we have, after 5 sets, a 5-5 draw, then we go for a 1-arrow shoot-off. But well pointed out, it's a different scoring system, not cumulative like we saw in compound. And effectively, what this does is, each set, both archers, they're starting from blank, you know. So you never really build a lead from the previous arrows. Of course, in terms of set points, you do, but in terms of the cumulative score, you don't. So every set is a new opportunity.
3-1 then in favor of Ahmed Galal Eldin. So Lutz Wahlers here from Namibia to shoot first in the third set. Is that enough to clinch the points? Looks like it is. That certainly drifted down, and whether it's a 5 or a 6 won't make a difference in terms of who's getting the set points. 25 plays 22 in the set, so we should be all square at 3 set points each. We are going to go to the full 5 sets here. As they wait for the arrows to be taken out of the target. And just noticed again, Bernardo, that wind starting to pick up. Does that sort of add more of a difference for the Barebow archers?
Yes, yes. It affects affects you and your opponent just the same. But in terms of the Barebow, because they have less aids and they have less accessories in the bow, yeah, it can make it even more challenging for them. We're seeing most of the mistakes drift to the left in its which the position, the direction of the wind. What I liked in the last set was I think Wahlers just had way more solid executions. Maybe he's dialed back into his shot, and this can be bad news for Galal, but they're leveled score, and it's all to play for here.
3 apiece. Lutz Wahlers of Namibia to get the 4th set underway.
9. 6.
Well, a low 6 for Galal Eldin.
9.
And you called it, Bernardo. It looks like Lutz Wahlers is dialed in here.
4. 10. 8.
Well, the set goes to Wahlers. He is dialed in, but perhaps more concerning for Ahmed Galal Eldin, Bernardo, is the fact those arrows were all over the place.
Yes, we could see him shaking more, and his execution just not solid in general. I wonder if I don't know, he's feeling the nerves. He was ahead, and he let his opponent draw level this match, and now he's in a very uncomfortable situation, which is he needs to win the 5th set to force the shoot off. And the bad news for him is that really Wahlers is dialed in. He looks like a different archer shooting now. It was interesting to see that in the previous break that they had in between sets, we could see him kind of, you know, moving his shoulders and like kind of just changing his kind of, you know, just kind of relaxing his body a little bit. Maybe it's the routine he uses to kind of relax, and I think it's been working for him. Now Galal needs to answer and shoot very strong and solid arrows in the yellow.
Fifth and final set then. Ahmed Galal Eldin trailing by 2 set points. Will shoot first and needs to find his form again.
7. 10. 9. 9.
Well, he's really found his form, Namibian, over the last 7 arrows. He's been pretty consistent.
7.
So big opportunity here to seal this with a big win. And another 9 for a 28 gives him the 2 set points in the final set. And Lutz Wahlers of Namibia wins the Barebow men's gold African title of 2023, beating Ahmed Galal Eldin of Sudan 7 points to 3. They will, of course, confirm the scores down the other end, but Lutz Wahlers found his form from arrow number 8.
So congratulations to Wahlers Lutz from Namibia for the gold medal. And
So there we have it, the 2023 African champion of the Barebow men's individual competition, Lutz Wahlers from Namibia, Silver medal goes to Ahmed Galal Eldin, who adds to the silver medal he won at the African Championships in 2022. A superb performance, though, from the Namibian to take the title here in Tunisia.